Moving on to race number 2, then the second on the programme, Class 4, down to the minimum trip here, 1,000-metre dash, the only race down the straight on Monday. Fantasy drops in distance, blinkers on for the first time, beaten ahead by Exponential last time out. War of Courage runner-up last start behind Valiant Dream. President's Choice was runner-up on debut behind Trust Me, who was a last start course and distance winner. That was his maiden win at start number 10. Eternal Harvest, Sunny Smile make their debuts. Nunchucks, 5th last time out over the 1,400 metres down in trip here. And down to Pleasant Guy, who was 4th on the all-weather last time out. He drops in trip as well. Now, as far as Chung Fa is concerned, it's Eternal Harvest. The first starter for Ricky Yu, and Ryan Moore will be in the saddle as well. Ryan here, of course, to ride more than this in the Classic Mile.
3 on debut, so there could be some variance to the speed map. War of Courage was pretty impressive in his recent trial, winning by 5.5 lengths. We know that Fantasy can go forward. He's dropping back to the 1,000 metres with the blinkers on for the first time. President's Choice, probably the query horse, because he was slower and then squeezed at the start last time out. Hood comes off him. Of the other debutants, Eternal Harvest missed the start in his recent trial. He's mapped there at midfield over on the far side.
War of Courage, the first one we're going to have a look at, under a really good hold here. He's had 2 starts in Hong Kong, this horse, and ran 3rd behind Lucky Moore, who will probably start one of the favourites later on in the card, and Valiant Dream, who's come out and won again. So his form looks good and his track works really nice here this morning. President's Choice, now I thought he went very well on debut. He ran 2nd. His work since has been first class. So I think he's a horse that's come out of that race and actually improved a bit, and the hood will come off him on race day as well, the 4 President's Choice. The other one we're going to have a look at here is down the back straight. One of the first starters, Eternal Harvest. He's 11.03 pounds. He's had a couple of trials. Ryan Moore, so he'll have plenty of support, Eternal Harvest with Ryan Moore aboard, but he just has to get his start right.
All right, we'll have a look at that trial in a moment. Let's start off, though, with Fancy. Won on debut. It was a good effort, and then was caught close home as favourite by Exponential last time out. Both the races over 1,200.
Yeah, I don't think he had too many excuses last time out. Fantasy, good run just behind the speed, hit the front in the straight. Once I think he got past Exceptional Desire here at about the 200 metres, but was just run down by Exponential, courtesy of a good ride from Chad Schofield. So I don't think he had too many excuses. I think it's interesting they're dropping him back to 1,000.
Back to 1,000 with blinkers on, what they're doing with him. And, yeah, I thought he had, as you said, it was a bit of a blanket finish there, but he's going OK. I found him in, threw him in on a minus line.
Yeah, he's got barrier 11 as well, so the high draw. This is straight track form here. Trust me, this is actually a pretty impressive win in the end. President's Choice, Bella Baby and Sacred Timing. Yeah,
this is the one where President's Choice debut run. He's the one on the very far side in the green sleeves. Thought it was a top-class run for him fresh, and he has improved since this. Trust me, well, he's hard to trust, isn't he? He's had the 1 win from his 10 starts now, but he did show that there's plenty there. So, of the 2, though, I think President's Choice has got a lot more upside.
It was a good run from Bella Baby in behind them as well. Closed off reasonably well, but still yet to win from 10 starts, Bella Baby.
Yeah, I think that was winner's heart in that race as well. He ran well at Happy Valley. Yeah. In midweek. War of Courage then. I've quite liked both of his efforts so far here back at the trials.
Yeah, this was pretty impressive in the end. Led in this recent trial. He's been fresh and coming into this. We haven't seen him since the 15th of December. That race behind Valiant Dream, who's since come out and won. He came out and won this trial with De Souza in the saddle by 5.5 lengths. He showed good gate speed, and on that trial you'd definitely be including him in the tips.
Yeah, look, it was a really nice trial, and as I said, the 2 Fulham races he's come out look quite strong as well, so he's definitely a chance.
I think that chestnut with the big white face, that was Sky Field as well, of Casper fans that ran well on debut at Happy Valley Wednesday again. Eternal Harvests here up at Chung Fa.
Yeah, no, look, it was a nice trial from him, but he has missed the start in both his trials to date. He's obviously got plenty of ability, this horse, and it was a nice trial from him once he hit the front. You can see none of the horses really being pushed, though.
Sometimes it can be hard to get a line on these Chung Fa trials, but he seemed to be doing it pretty easily there. The rider had a good look over his shoulder. He was with Bjorn Baker in Australia. He had 2 trials over there. Did miss the start in that recent trial, but he did gallop up to them pretty quickly.
All right, and as a debutant, he's favourite at this stage, Paul.
Yeah, I've got him in for 3rd, but I really like the run of President's Choice on debut, and he's come out of that race and improved, I think. War of Courage, now there's not much between these 2, and they're interesting, they're drawn 1 and 2. So they're up against the far side there. So 4 and 3. Eternal Harvest for the first starter. He needs to jump, though, but he's obviously got an engine and a Fantasy in there for 4th. 4, 3, 7, 1.
I'm going to go with the debutant here, Eternal Harvest, number 7, for Ricky Ewan and Ryan Moore. Like what he did in his recent trial there. He's won both of his trials, and he did run 3rd and 1st in his trials in Australia at Randwick and Warwick Farm. War of Courage goes in, as to does Fantasy. Not prepared to drop Happy Alumni just yet. I'll throw him in on a minor line, 7, 3, 1 and 2.
I did.
We've all got the 1, 3 and 7 in our top 4. I've included Trust Me as well, because he scooted clear when he did get out, so we'll see what he can do there. All right, that's 2 races down.